Modi GOV fails. Why the 131st Amendment was defeated in Lok Sabha. 33% Women's Reservation news. Women's Reservation delayed to 2034. 131st Amendment Bill failure or delimitation explained. The 2011 Census gamble. How the India bloc blocked the Women's Reservation Amendment. Is the 33% Women's Reservation Bill officially delayed until 2034? Today, we decode the historic failure of the 131st Amendment Bill in the Lok Sabha and what it means for Indian politics. On April 17, 2026, the NDA government faced a major legislative setback as the Constitution, 131st Amendment, Bill failed to secure the required two-thirds majority. The bill aimed to amend Article 334A to fast-track women's reservation by using the 2011 census as a base for delimitation, bypassing the need to wait for the 2026-27 census results. While the BJP NDA sought to implement the quota before the 2029 general elections, the India bloc and regional parties opposed the move, citing concerns over seat distribution and the North-South representation gap. Key topics covered: the 131st Amendment, why the government wanted to delink the census from the 33% quota. The 850-seat plan, how the Lok Sabha expansion was tied to this bill. Why it failed, a breakdown of the 298 vs 230 vote count and the special majority rule. The 2034 reality, why the original 2023 Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam timeline is back in play. What's next? PM Modi's response and the government's next move for 2029. The failure of the Constitution, 131st Amendment, Bill, 2026 in the Lok Sabha on April 17, 2026, was indeed a significant legislative event. Your assessment of the bill's mechanics and the reasons for its defeat is largely accurate based on current reports. Here is a breakdown of why this bill was introduced and what its defeat means for women's reservation. The goal of the 131st Amendment Bill. The bill was designed to resolve the wait period established by the 106th Amendment, 2023, which linked women's reservation to a fresh census and subsequent delimitation. Bypassing the census delay, the 131st Amendment sought to amend Article 334A and Article 82. It aimed to allow delimitation to happen using the 2011 census as the base, rather than waiting for the results of the 2026-27 census. Expanding the Lok Sabha, the package included a plan to increase the Lok Sabha's strength from 543 to 850 seats. This would have allowed the 33% reservation to be implemented by creating new seats rather than taking existing seats away from current male representatives. Targeting 2029, by using the 2011 data, the government hoped to finish the redrawing of constituencies quickly enough to implement the 33% quota for the 2029 general elections. Why the bill failed? A constitutional amendment requires a special majority, two-thirds of members present and voting. The vote, on April 17, 528 members were present. The bill needed 352 votes to pass but only received 298, with 230 opposing it. This marks a rare legislative defeat for the NDA government. Opposition from the India bloc. The opposition argued that using the 2011 census for delimitation would unfairly penalize southern and northeastern states that have successfully controlled their population growth. They also questioned why women's reservation was being held hostage to the delimitation process at all, suggesting it should be implemented immediately on the current 543 seats. Current status and the 2034 timeline. As the bill was defeated and subsequently withdrawn along with the companion delimitation bill 2026, the original clause stands. The law remains tied to the first census conducted after 2023. Since the current census is scheduled for 2026-2027, the delimitation process would likely only be completed after 2029. The 2034 outlook. This pushes the official implementation of the 33% reservation to the 2034 general elections. Future efforts. While the government has expressed that women's interests have been delayed by the opposition's vote, any renewed attempt to pass a similar bill before 2029 would require either a significant change in the bill's language to satisfy regional concerns, like the North-South representation gap, or a shift in the parliamentary numbers. The defeat has effectively paused the government's plan for an expanded 850-member Lok Sabha for the time being.